What's up? I want to share a cool manifestation story that'll show you how to manifest large sums of money. But even more than that, you'll see just how powerful you really are. Listen to this. Neville Goddard talks about the time this one guy in the audience said that he read his book, Awakened Imagination. And he confessed that he was still broke. Not because the teachings weren't true, but he realized that he'd never really applied it to his money situation. So he decided to try something bold. He began imagining himself winning the 510 pull at the Caliente racetrack. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a betting game where you try to pick the winners of 6 horse races in a row, races 5 through 10. It's tough odds, but if you hit all 6, the payout can be huge. Anyway, so here's what he did. Ready? Every night before going to sleep, he imagined himself standing there, sorting through his winning tickets. And he kept looping it over and over again until he literally felt goosebumps. And then he imagined the cashier handing him a large sum of money, which he tucked under his shirt, and then fell asleep in that action. He did this for about 3 weeks straight. Then one day, he physically went to the Caliente racetrack. And guess what? Everything played out exactly as he imagined, down to the smallest detail, except for one twist. The cashier didn't give him cash, but instead a check for $84,000. Boom. But wait, there's more. Now, in the same lecture where this guy told his story, someone in the audience named Archie Franklin heard it. And he asked Neville if he thought it was possible for him to have the same experience with money as well. And Neville's like, yeah. But he said the scene he imagines has to feel natural to him and to imagine the end and not worry about the how. 1 month later, that guy Archie went back to Neville and showed him a check for $16,000. Get this, that he had won in another 510 pull at the same Caliente racetrack as the first guy. But this still ain't over. He wanted to try it again, but not just for the money, but to prove to himself that it wasn't luck. And so here's what he did the second time around. In his imagination, he went into 2 different banks where he made these mental money deposits. And in each bank, he would ask to see his statements. In one bank, he saw a balance of $10,000. In the other bank, he saw a balance of $15,000. Then in the same scene, he imagined himself counting his winnings from the races. His combined total, including his bank balances, $36,533. Very specific. Remember that number. $36,533. He imagined this 3 times a day for less than a month. He went back to the Caliente racetrack. But this time, when he filled out his tickets, he accidentally duplicated some of them. He made the same picks twice. He didn't even know why. But check this out. Those duplicates ended up being the winners, worth over $16,000 each, plus 6 consolation tickets. Now, I know I just threw a bunch of numbers at you, but what matters is a total of everything, which came out to be $36,788. Almost exactly what he imagined 1 month before, which was what? $36,533. Just $255 more than his mental scene. And the craziest part, one of the horses he picked was about to be scratched from the race, but at the very last minute, they denied the trainer's request. And that horse ran and won. So everything, even the so-called mistakes, matched his end goal. Another boom right there. Imagining creates reality. Straight up. Know how much you want and imagine it's already yours. And be specific. Then just watch. If you persist like the guy did, not in effort, but in feeling, then in a way you can't even think of, it'll manifest in your world. Because you get what you believe. Yeah. Alright, if you appreciate this message, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to help support my channel. And if you're ready to live the life you really want, click the links below to learn more about Law of Assumption and Law of Attraction Mastery. I've got a special promo going on today for both of my courses, so grab it while you can. Like I always say, what's coming? Till next time, I'm out. Peace.